Architectural Builder Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
Ordering a replacement door. Sure, I can help you.
Okay, cool. What's your name, buddy?
Richard.
Richard, gotcha. Okay, Richard, I'm Gerald with Pathfinder up here in North Dakota. What I'm looking for here, and I don't know basically anything about doors. I do, but I haven't really screwed around with steel doors before, I guess, if that makes sense. And what I got is, there's a company, I got the name on these doors. The old door in this one is Black Mountain Doors. Are you familiar with those? Have you heard those before?
I'm familiar with that company name, yes.
Okay. Anyways, the door is broken, so I need to get a replacement door, if that makes sense. And I don't know, as far as the hinges and stuff, is that pretty standard, Richard, or is there a lot of variance in that?
A lot of variance. I have an understanding of where Black Mountain Door would have located the hinges, but we can't take that for granted. So, moving forward, regardless of the name or any decal or any serial number that's actually on the door, you would provide me with the physical dimensions of the door, the width, the height, the location of the hinges, the location of the lock, and then I would tell you what you need.
Okay. I got all those dimensions, Richard. If I can hammer them off to you, maybe we can see what we can do.
Okay.
Okay, so what I got is the 36-inch width.
When you put the tape measure on the door, does it measure 36-inch wide?
No, it's slightly under. Be like 35 and 3/4. Now I'm trying to think. Is that? Go ahead.
No, forgive me.
So is that actually a 36-inch door, or do they go off the rough opening when they call it a 36?
No, they don't go off the rough opening. They just, the standard convention is that a 3-foot wide door, you could say that it's 36-inch, but when you put the tape measure on the door itself, it doesn't come back at 36.
Okay. Do you need that exact measurement of what that would be? I mean, is there...
The short answer is yes, we do need to know what that is.
Oh, okay. Same deal with the height then, too, I take.
It's crucial because, if you've got 10 pounds of sausage in a 10-pound bag, the bag's going to rip. And, so you've got to know exactly what's going to happen.
Gotcha.
It's all guesswork unless we have the actual dimensions. And the problem with guesswork in steel doors, they're awfully unusable if they're just 1/8 of an inch off. And
right. Okay. I'll get that. I'll get all that stuff there, Richard. I'll get the exact measurements of the width and then also the height of the door. So what else do I need to get you? What other measurements do you need as far as like the hinges and all that stuff? Okay,
so it would be best to put a tape measure on the door.
Yep.
The width. Inspect whether or not the door is beveled or square edged. If it's square edged, you can take the dimension on either side. If the door is beveled, you'll want to take the dimension on the high side, which would be the pull side of the door, or the side where you can see the hinge barrels when the door is closed.
Okay.
Then the height.
Yes.
That's self-explanatory.
Yep.
Then the top of the door to the top of each hinge is crucial to know.
Okay, top of door to top of each hinge.
Right.
Gotcha.
It would be important to measure the height of the hinge. You'd want to confirm that it's 4.5 inch, which is by far the most common.
Yep, and they definitely are. I did measure those, so they're 4.5 inch free. Yep.
then at that point, you want to, if there's a lock set involved, you're going to want to measure the top of the door to where that lock is located. Ideally, you would get to a center line dimension.
Center line, okay. If there's just the knob, or just the knob, the door knob on there, do you measure that from the bottom of the door to the center of the knob, or is that same thing, top of the door to the center of the knob?
It's got to be measured from the top, because if you had a 6/8 door, a 7/0 door, an 8/0 door, or a door that is theoretically 100 foot tall, it's all going to be the same from the bottom up in terms of the lock. So top down will also tell us the height of the door. It'll allow us to confirm the height of the door better.
Oh, okay, because a standard height from the bottom would be, 40.5 inches or something like that? Is that somewhat true?
It depends on the manufacturer, but 40 and 13/16, 40 and 5/16, 40.5 inch plus or minus.
Gotcha. Okay. And obviously the width of the door, right? So 1 3/8 or 1 3/4 are the two common ones. Is that correct?
The thickness of the door, yes, absolutely, that's correct. We don't want to assume that it's 1 3/4. Yeah, we would want to know that as well.
Okay. Yep. I'll get that. Then, as far as the serial number, that doesn't really do shit for you guys, does it? Since there's so many different manufacturers, I would assume.
It doesn't, and it's really not a serial number to the door. If anything, it's a serial number that identifies the door as being fire rated, and that label that's on the door itself is actually the serialized part. The door is not. They take the label, which has a serial number, they then apply it to the door. So it's that serial number has nothing. They could have put that label onto an endless list of possible doors.
I gotcha. Okay. The only thing it says on that sticker, I guess, it says listed 3-hour fire door. Is that
exactly? Yeah, and the serial number. So what happens is when the manufacturer, Black Mountain Door, calls up the listing agency, which in your case is probably Warnock Hersey, WHI, or it could be Underwriters Laboratory, they will call the testing agency up and say, send me 1,000 labels. This is the last serial number that I had. Send me the next 1,000 serial numbers. So the factory will get those labels. So I'm the distributor. I call them up. And I say, give me a 3070 door, prep for 3 hinges and a lock, and it's got to be 3-hour fire rated, or whatever I say. They slap that label on. Now, if that label with that serial number, which is the factory then maintains a log of what they applied it to, if that label ends up showing up on a hollow core wood door and is involved in a stairwell fire in downtown Chicago, they're going to know that some major shenanigans happened. That someone forcibly removed that label and tried to skirt the inspection process with a fake label.
I gotcha.
It's not fake, but the application's fake. So the serial number is because of that process. It's paper trail.
Okay, I gotcha. That makes sense. Okay. Next question here. So like you were saying, a 3068. So basically that means 3 feet wide, correct, and 6 feet 8 tall.
Exactly. Now, if you put the tape measure, it'll be slightly less.
Okay, because I suppose they assume like a roughly 1/8 of an inch or something all the way around, or somewhat like that.
Like that, yes. You would certainly have an 1/8 at the top. The width you could have an 1/8, or you could have a little bit less. But at the bottom, you're probably going to have something more like 3/4 inch.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, well let me quickly get those measurements. Richard, I'll have probably a couple of these doors. I might just start with one here for right now that we'll get from you guys, and then if everything works great, we'll have a few more that I got to replace here too.
That's right.
I'll get those, and then I'll give you a shout back. How's that sound, man?
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yep, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, sir. Bye.
Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program.